Ay, 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 ay,
Crooks Mansa alongside Jan Jan, you know? I know you want. Time I close my eyes, girl, I see you in my dreams. Then you say,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yo, I know, it's been a while and I got no excuse, no motivation. Also kind of just dealing with my own, I don't know, struggles in mental health. You know, trying to be successful in YouTube and trying to share knowledge, dealing with a bunch of cars and everything else besides my family is giving me problems, and I just kind of lost motivation. But as you guys can see, I got the M3 there, M5 is there. Take a walk outside and see exactly what's going on. I'm gonna flip you guys around real quick. As you guys see, E46 M3 is outside, covered up. And this right here is my problem child, E92 335, fully built project I bought from the junkyard. You guys know the story already. This car has a bunch of stories that I haven't even fully disclosed to you guys. And I'm gonna just show you guys what it looks like now, what's the plan ahead and all that stuff. And hopefully I feel like catching you guys up and let you guys know something. All right, let's take this cover off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's discuss the elephant in the room. As you can see, the car is all wrapped up. If you see under here, there's parts hanging out, old cooler there. And I'll show you inside the car. You see exactly what's going on here. Parts, all engine parts, all engine parts for this car, just laid about. So, as you know, there is a story about this car. There's a few stories about this car, honestly, but I'll tell you the most recent. And it all continues after the dyno. So I'll probably input the video here of when I started the car the day after the dyno. For all the new people, probably wouldn't be, but 2008 E92 335 XI. Rescued this car from the junkyard, rebuilt it. Not me myself, a shop rebuilt the motor a few times. Last video I took it to the dyno, made over 700 horsepower. Got too happy too fast and kind of went downhill from there. I did over the interior. Never made a video on it, but I kind of carbon wrapped all of the trims here. All of the trims. I carbon wrapped it while the car was down, so it kind of flowed together. Even the rear, carbon wrapped. I did that. Never made a video on it. Didn't really care. I really didn't know what the plan was for the car, so. But I'm gonna cover it back up, and I'll tell you guys. Let's go inside. I'll sit down. I'll tell you guys what the plan is for the car. And All right, guys. So, kind of wanted to bring you guys into the garage to kind of talk to you about what's been going on in my life and what's been going on with the cars and stuff like that. As you can see, the M5's behind me. M5's been good, chilling. M3 is actually where the camera is actually stationed right now. It's been good, chilling. E46, it's been good as well, chilling. But my 335, and it's crazy because it's one of my most loved cars, honestly. The car is amazing when it's running. So, give you guys a little bit of backstory. You know, I bought this car from behind the shop at Metric Motorsports. It was used for a parts car. They were taking parts out of it. They were gonna junk it. I bought the car from them. Had the junkyard engine purchased and sent it out to get redone. So I sent the heads out to get cleaned, sent the block out to be ported, polished, and had upgraded pistons. I don't remember what brand it was at the time. It was a expensive brand. This time around I'm using Manley rods, but I had a different one. I'm sure I have it in my phone saved somewhere because I have the breakdown of everything that I'll put the name of the rods here. King's bearings and all that stuff. It was high compression. I think it was like 10-to-1 compression. The shop thought, you know, it would be better to do that so that the engine itself would hold itself down before the turbo kicked in. Precision 6266 Gen 2 turbo. That turbo has been great to me, honestly. So we got it built the first time. It was actually really good. No dash lights. It was fun. I drove it up to Connecticut. I took it to a shop to get tuned. The person kept the car for a few months, as you can see those videos. I'll probably see if I can put them in here. It was running fantastic. I did a lot of ride-alongs on that street with that car, scaring a lot of people. But what people don't know, at the end of that video, the head lifted. The car broke down. Of course I didn't show that because I don't like blaming. I don't want people blaming people for the things, right? So I always chalk it up and I call it a day. So that shop that was tuning it said they can rebuild it for me. I left it there. He said he can get it done fairly quickly, maybe a month. I had it there for another 2 months or so. I dropped it off in January. I think it was a COVID time. It was in 2020. And I think when I actually picked up my car, it was around April or May. And I had to fight him to get the car back because he didn't want to give it back. So that was a history. The shop Metric Motorsport we started with a whole new, fresh, used motor again. Sent the block out, did the same thing, cleaned the heads. Everything was done at the shop. We tuned it with, I think it was Doc Vu at that time. The GXP or GPX, what do you call it? GFB. I was running that. I'm not sure if the shop didn't know how to use it. I don't know. So that didn't work out well for me. And I believe that car, when I did that motor, it was smoking horrendously. And this is all these things I'm talking about, less than 1,000 miles that the cars had on them when these things started happening. So the car was smoking bad, and I kept telling my mechanic, I said, I don't think this is normal. It's smoking more than usual. Until one time that it was smoking really bad, and I think I had some coolant that spilled out too. And then we brought the car in. We saw that the rings were bad. That was a whole different rebuild now. So we rebuilt the motor again, right? And now I got it back. And driving the car home on the highway, again breaking it in, probably 500 miles. I'm driving on the highway. I do a pull and I see the light, oil pressure low. Anyone that knows cars know once you see that oil pressure light,
I got bigger fingers.
God damn!
Yeah.
Don't hit that fire you can.
oil pressure low, it's too late. Car shut off. That was that. All right. So what I think happened is that when the motor was rebuilt from the parts, or 2 rebuilds ago, the oil filter, oil pickup tray, something wasn't clean and debris got into the oil pump and probably clogged it. I'm not sure. None of these things were ever explained exactly what happened, so I don't know, honestly. So, car is down again. Every time the car goes down, I lose motivation. I love making videos on this car. The other cars to me are fun. They're more, I wouldn't say collectible, but they're more valuable when it comes to reselling, right? 335s are the new Civics for BMW guys, so that one isn't. I'm never going to get back the money I put into that. So every time this 335 goes down, it just puts me in a whole funk of a spot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And I don't know. So my friend Kenny, as you can see, he was in a few of the videos, wanted to do a 335 as well. So we bought the car from the shop as well. Somebody that went from a 335 to a 135. So he bought that same 335 XI. His has a lot more features. Mine's just bare bones. His is I think comfort access, and he has the shades in the back. It's really nice spec. So he, under the same situation, built the car. He did interior. He did the paint job. Not him specifically, but he got it done. Anyways, though, so the car was parked up at the shop for maybe 2 years, over 2.5 years, without any progress. And then then the motor was done. Took it on the highway, did a pull, and received the same oil pressure low, car shut off. He didn't even get to see it, honestly. I took it up the street one time to move it so another car could get into the shop and back down. That was as far as we've gotten with that car. And it died. So both of our cars are down. Took another good year or so to get our cars back up. And this is where I'm just gonna skip part. We went to the dyno machine. We had about 600 miles on the cars at the time. Took it to the dyno machine. You can see my car put down, 713 on maybe an E50 mixture, I think. Not even a mixture, that was just E content. It was like E50, E55, something like that. Then we got a Vanos error message. So it was like, all right, we can change the Vanos, no problem. Took the car off, parked it up so that my boy could bring his car in. We're hearing this sound, thinking it's the axle, because I know my axles was going bad. That's another thing that kept happening. Axles kept going bad, same side. Never understood why. My boy put his car in. He did a couple pulls, found out his lower pressure fuel pump was bad. It wasn't the fuel pump. Something wasn't connected. But that's another story for another time. So we're both there, disappointed. Took my car home. Got it towed because I didn't want to take the chance. Found out the car spun a rod bearing. How? I don't know. I have brand new bearings, King bearings, supposed to be better tolerance. Found out that the tolerance that the shop was using was too tight. So, or the crank was used. We saw the crank was altered. Like they did some kind of I don't know if they tried to rebalance it or repurpose it, but the crank wasn't balanced. So the motor took a shit and it was destroyed. I honestly didn't know what to do. My boy's motor car wasn't running. So for both of our cars down, I said, maybe this is, whatever you believe in, giving me signs. Almost forgot to pick my daughter up from the bus. Sorry about that again. So yeah, so anyways, so that's it. We almost gave up, but we have a new plan. So we're going with a new shop. This shop specializes in N54 and building motors. So my boy got his motor rebuilt because he wasn't really sure about the shop that built his motor. After we saw that mine kind of took a kaput and opened it up, we found some stuff that was not good, stuff that we didn't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into all of that, but he got his motor rebuilt. He did an open deck, posted, rated for about 800 horsepower. I did a CSS deck, closed deck, rated for about 900, a little over. So we're giving this one more try. If these don't work, if they do work, then it confirms what we thought. If it doesn't work, then N54s are just trash. I don't believe that. I've seen people dailying single turbo N54s, and I've seen people like N54 Burke go to every track event with his N54, and he's done numbers. So I have faith in these cars. So we're trying it again, and I'm not trying to let this distinguish my mood. So I'm using this as a learning lesson for everyone, you guys. Follow your gut. Don't be a fool. If you have a bad feeling, or someone or some place show you what they are, listen to it. Follow your gut. I can do like the other car people, other YouTubers, and go get F80s and G80s, and I'm not really a big fan of those cars. I think they're fast machines, don't get me wrong, but they don't give you that real driving experience, the raw power steering, like how the older cars do. My M3, my E46, my E92, E93, M3, those give you a raw feeling. Even my M5 is kind of fake, right? Because the rev matches and stuff like that. The computer does everything for you. I like that old-fashioned feeling. The E92 gives me that I'm scared feeling. Right? Speaking of, and you just gotta stay motivated and keep going, guys. So I've never been one to kind of follow the norm, and I did YouTube because it's something that I enjoyed cars anyway, and somebody asked me, like, why don't you create a YouTube, show people what you do? That's the only reason why I did it. I don't want it to, care about making money. YouTube does nothing for me. But I like to share knowledge. I like to share experiences. I like to do fun stuff with my friends. Car stuff, man. This is why car guys are here, man. This is our therapy. This is what makes us happy. And I don't want to lose that, because then I lose a part of myself. So hope you guys will come along this journey with me as we try this again. And hopefully we shall make this 335 great again. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you for joining me. Peace out.
And when it comes to this rap shit, I'm too damn vicious. I'm top 5 in my city. One song and it's better than all 5 in the city. I take pride in my city. If you're looking for talent, there's a lot in my city. But the jealousy and envy is dividing my city. Still I scream anger till there's all eyes on my city. Are you riding out with me?